Hi everybody, I'm Amor Maximo, and I'm just a random person trying to share how beautiful life is. Today we're gonna talk about trying new things. So if you're up for it, let's go! For this episode, I'm so honored to be graced by one of my bosses. Grabe, wala lang. Uh, uh, excited lang. We're gonna talk about trying new things. This is a nice topic because a lot of people say like you can't teach a dog new tricks. Kumbaga pag matanda ka na, hindi mo na matuturuan ng mga bagong bagay. And partly pwedeng true, so I can partly agree to that. But it shouldn't stop you from trying. I mean, as cliche as it may sound, I believe that one of the constant things is change. And even, I mean, no matter how old you are or how young you are, you will experience change. And it's either you can accept it or adapt to it. So talagang mayroong opportunity para sa atin mag-try ng new things dahil ang daming nagbabago sa paligid natin. Uh, Kumbaga, I like the topic today also kasi I encounter a lot of students of about a lot of young ones, and other than their flight attendant dreams, yung they stop themselves from trying to achieve it because of they don't want to take a step forward, or kumbaga to achieve progress in general. Parang natatakot sila, yung natatakot sila mag-try ng bago. So I always tell them, it's like this, it's like trying something new. It's like the in your journey, the future is unknown. Kaya siguro natatakot kang mag-step forward o sumubok ng mga bagong bagay kasi maraming, like with the onset of social media, ang daming boses at minsan yung mga boses na yun hindi kaaya-aya. What I'm trying to say is, if you try something new, you might hear some people not support you. You might hear people try to bring you down. Yung parang, kesyo ganito, kesyo ganyan, or ano ba naman yan, yung mga ganyan. Kaya a lot of people, in general, based sa nakikita ko, ay natatakot sumubok, natatakot to step out of their comfort zone because of they are afraid of what other people are trying to tell them. Um, I experienced that. I am also one of those people who are scared. Like, sabi ko nga, if you watch this channel, parang it's one of the scariest things to start a YouTube channel for me. Kaya kahit sabi ng iba, hindi, kaya mo yan, dali lang yan eh, or it took a long while for me to try, and now that I'm here, nakakatakot pa rin. uh, siguro, before I try to talk about trying something new from my perspective, yun nga, na-excite ako yung share, yung guest ko for today's is one of the people I look up to in my airline, in Philippine Airlines. She's one of our bosses. Well, she is actually, yes, she really is. I won't say kung saan department siya, but sige, wala lang, sobrang happy lang just to have her here. She is very eloquent. She is very graceful when you see her in person. She, well, she is really an epitome of personality development. Wow, next Miss Rica. Well, with that being said, I cannot give a better introduction. Miss Rica, take it away.
Hi everyone, my name is Rica and I'm here to talk to you about trying something new. When I was young, I never really liked going to birthday parties. I would just be near the food, quietly eating in one area with my mom. And then the birthday celebrant's mom or some other adult would pull me to join the game. And that's where my real nightmare begins. Because now I'm surrounded by a bunch of kids who were laughing, cheering. They knew the game and I didn't. And I was thinking, oh no, I look stupid. I don't know anybody. All of those thoughts would be racing through my head. Trying something new or being in an unfamiliar place makes a person vulnerable, and you feel that all of your imperfections are exposed. I'm stupid. Oh no, what will they say? They're all going to laugh at me. They're all going to criticize me. I'm never going to do this well, I'm going to fail. I still go through a lot of that. But one thing overrides all of those negative comments in my head. I ask myself one question: why do you want to try this? I want to try something new. I've always thought about it. I want to perfect that craft. I want to try it because I've been intrigued by that for the longest time. The desire to try something new, to be able to experience that, now becomes my motivation. To be able to experience that now becomes my motivation. I don't want to be thinking about the what ifs. There's actually a quote by Mark Twain that really resonates with me. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did. Because at the end of the day, you will only have yourself to blame if you didn't even try. Okay, so you try it, and then you find out, I don't like it, or I failed. At least that's much better than not trying at all. And if you find that you didn't like it or you don't want to do that again, then you can move on from there. If the risks are low and the rewards far outweigh these risks, then I say go for it. Personally, as I'm talking to you, this by itself is a first for me. All those three things ran through my head and I answered all those three questions. What will I lose? I am 51 and it's something that I've been thinking about. So if people laugh at me or it doesn't actually pan out, then at least I can say that I tried. And I really hope that the next time you doubt yourself, think of the three questions that I posed for you. Why do you want to try it? Will you regret not doing it? And what's the worst that could happen if you fail? And so for this, I tried something new today, guys, with Amor's help. Amor, thank you very much for inviting me to try vlogging.
Oh, di ba? Some words of wisdom. I met Miss Rica when I was starting. She was working in the personality development department of the airline company, and she is one of the trainers that I met. And then, of course, eventually through the years, she got promoted and then transferred to a different department. But still, every now and then, it's always a breath of fresh air to see her during company events. And we still get to talk every now and then. Like lately we've been chatting, and it's like it's always positivity when you're around her. I remember ayoko na, lalaglag ko sarili ko eh. Hindi kasi may one time kailangan ng nandyan naman siya sa Facebook eh, pero laugh trip lang. Kailangan ng feature yung airlines sa Jessica Soho. Lumipad ang aming team. Bago pa mauso yun, yung lumipad ang aming team. Yun. They had to get some models for the airlines. I was one of them. Tapos, nandun siya because she was in training and in personality development in the PD department. Tapos yun, tapos nandun din siya. So, siya yung parang nagde-describe siya about us. Kung ano kami. Kung gusto niyo mapanood yun, nasa YouTube. Basta, yun na yun. Anyway, like what she said earlier, di ba, parang it's like a confirmation of what I mentioned when we talk about trying new things. She gave 3 things and it's parang ang sakto lang din kasi pag tinatanong ako na kung may gusto ko gawin tapos kailangan ko ba ituloy, I have 3 things din na parang may checklist ako or I try to have a checklist tulad nun sa kanya. Sa akin naman is if it makes you happy, number 1, if it promotes self-growth, number 2, and number 3, if you are not stepping on other people, more so, you are helping other people. So, kung na-check yung tatlong yun, then go for it. Diba? And, sa kanya nga yung mention nga niya yung regrets, and siguro, I'm just gonna end, when I have talks, there are a lot of people who ask me or there are students who are interested na, sir, how do I start? Or, Amor, kasi kinakabahan ako mag-fail. And siguro that we just end by talking about nervousness. Line ko to palagi. Yung, lahat tayo kinakabahan. Yung pag may gagawin tayong bagay or we're gonna embark upon something, we get nervous. If we're scared, di ba, we get nervous. I call that, I call being nervousness standing on the precipice of doing something great. English. But seriously, that's how I describe it. Kasi kailan ka ba kinakabahan? Usually it's something when you are facing the unknown. And when you are facing the unknown, it's to move forward. And bakit mo gusto siya gawin? Because it's something great. It will lead you, or it may lead you to something great. Or if you are going to do something that you are passionate about or it is important. Di ba kung manliligaw ko, tapos mag-aamin ka ng pag-ibig, kinakabahan ka kasi importante sa yung tao. Or it's your first day on the job, you're nervous. Or if you are facing someone that you admire or yung boss mo, sabi mo natatakot ka, may kaba pa rin. Why? Because you don't want them to see you as a failure. You don't want to see them parang look down upon you, or you want to succeed while meeting them, or you admire them so much that it's humbling kaya kinakabahan. Di ba? Various reasons. Pero more often than not, it's because you're nervous because you're facing something important. You're doing something important. There are some people who say, like ako, I've been speaking as a trainer or as a consultant. I've been talking to other people for a long while now, and I've been doing it religiously for the past 2 years. Every time I have an event, even up till now, even if it's online, kinakabahan pa rin ako eh. And I always say that's a great thing because it means that I have value to what I'm gonna do next. Parang I want to give my best. I want to perform well. Kaya kinakabahan ako kasi importante sa akin yung ginagawa ko. Kahit online, kahit some people will say na, hey, you do it every day, wag kinakabahan ka pa ba? Sabi ko, yes. Because what I do is important to me. Maybe that's why I am nervous. See? You're in the precipice of doing something great. Precipice means nakatayo ka sa dulo ng bangin. Parang you're standing at the edge. And you are facing greatness. So ano pa pwede mong gawin pag nandun ka, nakatayo ka? Pwede kang humakbang at abutin ng greatness, ma-achieve mo ito, period. Humakbang at mag-fail, fall down, but the best thing about that is you can always go up, try again, di ba? And if there are lessons to be learned, use it para next time hindi ka mag-fall again. Or, stay wherever you are. Just keep on standing. To some people, that's okay. Pero to some people, tulad nga na sinabi ni Miss Rica, if you're the type naman na magre-regret, edi bakit hindi ka gumalaw kaysa tumayo lang doon, right? So yun, it's nice hearing from her. Miss Rica, di ba? Parang more online training. Kakamiss. But again, if you have plans of trying something new, then go for it. You have nothing to lose but everything to gain. And maybe whether you succeed or you fail, that is the path that you have to take that will lead you to a bigger blessing in the future. Kumbaga, it will lead you to where you are supposed to be. So just try lang. Ano masama eh. Lalo na if it's for your happiness, if it's for your self-growth, and if you are not stepping on other people, more so you are helping other people, go for it. Tapos add mo pa yung top 3 na sinabi ni Miss Rica. Diba? She's a classic example at 51. Ma'am ha, 51 really? I hope pag 51 na ako, I will at least look as good as you kahit onte. I'd be very happy. Kasi nasa ano na ako ngayon eh. 48 na ako ngayon. No. But seriously, diba at her age, she tried something new just like vlogging. Ako, at my age, I'm 35. And this I've been doing this for less than a year, and it's kinda something new for me. And if you are very young, of course there's a lot of new things that you can do. And it's what's nice about life is there's always something new that you can discover about yourself, and you cannot do that if you do not try something new. Feeling good feeling, that's more where you less live free. See you next time.